What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey today coming at you through the internet, through both the miracle and the curse of the internet. Something that I keep seeing, and it's really irritating the hell out of me. It's irritating me to no end. Is the level of pessimism and cynicism that I am seeing coming from people with this crazy notion that, oh no, because of the RAM shortage and everything, it's orchestrated. When AI fails, they're going to take away your computers. They're going to take away from your computers. You're not going to be able to use your computers no more. Gloom and doom, sensationalism, blah, blah, blah. I've seen this from several YouTubers, but I want to pinpoint one specific YouTuber, and it's so annoying, and I wish he'd quit being such a pessimistic, cynical so and so. Richard Masucci. Dude, stop with the sensationalism. It's how he gets his money, okay? And that's the truth. If he blows things up and makes it sound gloom and doom, it's exciting. Come and watch. Which, okay, fine. It works for him. Got to make that cash money itch. You know what I mean? You got to make that cash money itch. So, but it's annoying me personally. I just want to say that. It's annoying me personally. Personally, it annoys me. It is sensationalism. This whole notion that once AI goes up, they're going to take away your computers. Oh no, they're going to take it away from you. They're going to take away your independent technology. And you're going to be forced to do a lot of computing and software and whatnot over the internet. You're not going to be able to own your powerful hardware anymore. You're just going to get a screen and a keyboard, and that's all it's going to be. I am here today to tell you that is a load of horse manure. Horse manure. It's absolute horse manure. And I know I sound stupid with the censoring and whatnot and trying not to curse, but it's YouTube. And my video will get out more if I don't curse so much. It's just how it is. It's how the game is played. I don't like it. I'd rather be cursing my head off, but it is what it is. So I'm calling him out over this because I'm so sick of the sensationalism. I'm so sick of the alarmists. That's the actual word I think I'm looking for. The alarmist that he is. He's an alarmist. It's like, oh no, the sky's falling. But my question to him would probably be, okay, so if this doesn't come to fruition, then what? Are you going to own up to it? Are you going to be like, all right, I was wrong. Happy to be wrong, but I'm wrong. I am so sick, so sick of, well, I'm sick of, and it's not just him. Gamers Nexus was like this too, I think, at one point. There's a few channels that I've been watching, and they're all doing this, and I'm like, dude, stop. I just did a video the other day about how China wants to make memory. There are going to always be companies that don't want to do everything off of the cloud and whatnot. They're going to want to sell their hardware, and they're going to want to give you the best hardware possible. All right? Okay? So that means you're still going to see hardware. You're just going to. And I'm not sorry for saying this. We're going to continue to see people build computers for a long time. We're going to still see this kind of thing coming for a long time. This is going to cripple a lot of things when the AI bubble bursts. That is true. That is true. But the notion that from there, they're going to try and force you to do everything off the cloud, no. No, especially when you look at things like Linux distribution and whatnot, Linux distributions and whatnot. There's a ton of people, they want to have things in their hands, in their homes, on their computers, their own hardware, their own powerful hardware, and it's going to be like that for a long time to come. I want to say ignore the alarmists, ignore the pessimists, ignore the cynics. Rich for sure is a pessimistic, cynical alarmist. That is what he is. That is his bread and butter. It's he's like for a long time he's been saying stuff about video games. What was it that he was saying for a long time about video games that was very alarmist and very like I can't remember what it was. There was something that he used to also say about video games that made it just sound so terrible, so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Everything's crumbling, everything falling apart. There was something else he was saying about video games which was unfounded or anything. Oh, he keeps I it's still to me it's unfounded. It's the same thing with video games. It's like we're all going to go to streaming. It's all going to be streaming. No, it's not going to be streaming. It's not going to be streaming. It's not all going to go to that. It hasn't worked out yet and it's probably never going to work out. Do you know why it's not going to work out? For the simple fact that a lot of companies cannot figure out the secret sauce, and they're never going to figure out the secret sauce because you can't just have people paying in a monthly fee. You also have to have them pay for the game, and a lot of people are not going to pay you a monthly fee and the price of a game. So you're not going to see people wanting to pay a huge chunk of a monthly fee or even a yearly fee, but then also, oh yeah, you still have to buy the game. It doesn't work. It's not financially sound. It's not going to work out. The whole idea that games are going to just become streaming services is BS. We're going to be downloading games for a long, long time. We're not going to just be playing it off the cloud. Physical games, though, he is right about that. I hate saying it. I hate it. I'm not an alarmist. I'm not a cynic. I'm not a pessimist. But he is absolutely correct that physical games, physical media are kind of on their way out. Um, and I feel like part of that is just because a lot of developers refuse to use higher capacity. Like, do you know that at one point there was discs? There were these discs format that, and I read about this. Like, it was more dense and held more data than Blu-ray. Or even whatever 4K Blu-rays we have now. Like it had a huge capacity. And I feel like if Nintendo or any other company had wanted to, we could have already had full games that take up terabytes being on a single disc. It could happen like that. But because we've sunk into this pit where games aren't freaking complete and they have to have updates all the time, we're not doing it. I feel like the Switch shouldn't be using cartridges. That's number one. Just put a better battery in it and put in a thing for a disc. A small, high capacity disc. I read about this a ways back, and I know that it's got to exist. Look, my biggest thing and the biggest takeaway, that's the word I'm looking for from this, that I want everyone to have is do not panic. Do not freak out. Don't pay too much mind to people like Richard Masucci when it comes to that. That's just how he makes his money. He's meant to be like this and to get everybody worked up. That's his game. That's how he gets people on board. That's how he gets people in there and how he makes his money, which is fine. I'm not faulting him for wanting to make money, but you don't have to be an alarmist about everything. The bright side about all of this is that China's jumping into the memory thing. I really seriously don't see everything going to the cloud like he's thinking that it will. I don't see that happening. A lot of people don't want to stream their things. There's still a lot of people who can't stream anything. All right, even when there is fiber like I have, they still limit what you can use. It's freaking crazy. There's still a limit. Hell, I have Spectrum. Spectrum has started to charge me extra money if I go over a certain amount of data. So if I go over a certain amount of terabytes, I have to pay $1 something for an extra terabyte. I had to pay $5 extra for my last bill because I went over the terabytes pretty big time, pretty bad. I think it's from all the streaming I do. So it would be a pretty penny Think about how much of a pretty penny it would be if we were having to stream all the games, the cloud-based stuff and everything. It would be expensive on people, so it's still not ready for prime time. It's going to be a long way off. We're still going to be downloading games, because after you download, especially a single player experience, you don't have to download it again. You don't have to keep downloading information. You can just play it. It's not doom and gloom. The sky is not falling. Calm down. It's not as bad as it seems. We will be all right. Okay, things will be fine. All right, it's always brightest later on. It's we're just in the thick of it right now, and I hate seeing these YouTubers act like it's doom and gloom. It's not. There is a good possibility that everything will rebound, especially like I said with China jumping in. That's the point of this video. Try not to listen too much to the alarmists, because that's how they are. That's how they make their money. But again, that's fine. But if you're like me and sometimes that kind of stuff makes you panic a little, don't let it make you panic. If it is a thing that's happening, it's a long ways off. And even at that point, there's so many computers out there in the world right now, so much technology. I don't see it being a thing like that for another, God, probably after I'm dead, after a lot of us are long gone. It'll probably be like 50 years from now. I'll be long gone before then, you know what I mean? Anyhow, Mikey today here, signing out. I'll see you later. Stay calm, stay level headed. It's cool, it's fine.